How we doing this Thursday? How y'all doing? So, I was watching a video and it was asking it was talking about forgiving the narc. And I was sitting there thinking about that thing because I actually have not um thought about forgiving the narc yet. I have not. I have not gotten to that place because a little part of me wanted to be petty. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I know I'm gonna eventually forgive him, but you know how sometimes we get a little petty inside and we just like, well, I'm a I'm gonna take as long as I want to forgive him because he took as long as he wanted to play with me. So let me take as long as I want to take to forgive him. I know in my heart that I'm gonna forgive him, but am I ready to forgive him? And when I heard that question, because I was like, you know what, dang, I really have not sat and thought about forgiving a narc. And I know I am. I know that's wrong. I know that's going to hold up my blessings or whatever. And so when I thought about it in that moment, the first thought came to my head was, nah, I ain't ready to forgive him yet. I want him to, not that it's affecting him or anything like that, but mentally to myself, it made me feel like I'm doing something back to him or whatever. And, you know, I'm not a tit for tat person, but sometimes I could get that way. You know what I'm saying? It's just like all the things that I went through. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I'm gonna put it like this. I stand on both sides of it. I forgive him, but then all at the same time, I'm thankful. And that might sound crazy, but I'm thankful that he did the things that he did because it got me here. God tried to use other people to get me here, but it didn't work. They weren't the um they wasn't gonna push me to where I am now. Those people that God tried to put him out, that allowed them to be in my life at those times, weren't strong enough to push me into loving myself and healing and growing like I'm doing now. All those other ones, I didn't know what to do with them. I just crumbled and bounced back up and was just like, okay, well, I felt, skipped my knee. I'm gonna get back up, put a band-aid on it till it heal up, and then I'm gonna keep moving. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I treated my past relationships. Is like every time I got hurt in a past relationship, I went through whatever I needed to go through. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I fully healed from those past relationships. I know I didn't heal fully because I moved into another relationship right after that one. It may not have happened instantly, but probably some months down the road after having my heart broken, I moved into something else. You know what I'm saying? And so maybe that wasn't the healthiest thing for me to do, to move like that or whatever, but that's how I moved. And you know what I'm saying? Like I say, you have to go through your journey the way that you go through your journey, because long as you're going through it, eventually you will learn the lessons that you need to learn. And so narcissists come in your life to help you break those cycles that you keep repeating, help you go ahead and pass that test that you keep failing. And so when I say I'm thankful, that's what I mean. Because if God hadn't sent the right one to come in and get me in shape, because he whipped me into shape. I'm telling you, he was the one that was finna take me out of here. All the other ones were, they was regular, but they were still bad experiences. But those weren't the ones that taught me the lesson. This last time around, this last experience that I had with a narc was the one who put me on the right track. So they come into your life like, if you're a strong person already and you don't, excuse my words, I may not choose the right words to say for what I'm trying to explain, but just try to, bear with me and till I can get it out or whatever. So we go through the different cycles that we go through, and we have different things about ourselves that we need to work on. So for one, I need to work on not giving my heart to just anybody. You know what I'm saying? I need to treat my heart as a fragile piece of, guard it with my all. Basically, it's important, it's fragile, and I need to guard my heart and not just hand it over to anybody. Don't just trust my heart with anybody, because everybody don't have good intentions for your heart, is what I'm trying to say. And so that's one of my biggest things, is that if somebody showed me they were a nice person and they liked me, I liked them back, you know what I'm saying? And without a whole lot of assurance, I would hand my heart over to them. I needed to stop doing that, because at the end of the day, I couldn't blame everybody for hurting me. I had to take some of that accountability myself, because I have a choice of who I give my heart to. Sometimes people swoop into your life and take the opportunity from you to make that choice. And when I say that, is when I say people come in with fake intentions and you fall for it, but they know good and well that they don't really want your heart. They just want everything that comes along with what you bring to the table. So if I get with somebody who say, well, if I'm talking to somebody who say they don't really want a relationship right now, they don't see themselves being married right now, but they'll be married, they see themselves getting married later on in life. Them the kind of people I used to give my heart to, because I'm thinking that, okay, even though they're not ready to they're not ready to, get married right now, not like today, but in the near future. But eventually, somewhere down the line, they will get married. Those are the kind of guys I would usually, I would give my heart to them, you know what I'm saying? Just an example, but that is kind of true. Like, I just thought that if I gave them my heart, that it would change some things, you know what I'm saying? If I loved on them, if I was a better girlfriend than the last girlfriend, or I did things that the other girlfriend didn't do, that I will win the prize. All that did was got my heart played with, manipulated, all kind of things. But you know what I'm saying, I'm not asking them to come and play these games with me. I'm honestly looking for somebody who wants to be loved and wants to receive and wants to, give the love back in return. That's what I thought I was, gonna get when I would give my heart to these people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some people dress that stuff up so good. You have impersonators. People come in, they hunt you, they target you for specific things that you have about yourself that they want in their life, but they don't really want you per se. They just want, if you're a giving person, they want what you're gonna give them. If you're a affectionate person, they want your affection. If you got plenty of money, they want your money. They don't really necessarily want you or your heart. They just want the things that you have attached to you. And so at that time, you don't have an option. If they come in and pretend to be somebody that they're not, and you fall for them, they done tricked you. And the opportunity for you to be like, okay, yeah, nah. If they would have told you the real them, you'd have had an opportunity to be like, well, you know what? I don't have issue with how you are and what you're looking for in a relationship, but that's not what I'm into and that's not what I'm looking for. And so I'm gonna decline the offer and I'm gonna move on. But people don't want that. Nobody likes rejection. So therefore, I'm going to be everything you want me to be. I'm going to pretend to be everything you want me to be. So that way I can get what it is that I'm after, because it ain't your heart that I want. But those are the kind of people I would give my heart to, thinking that because they say eventually I would love to get married, or I would like to have a girlfriend or whatever, that if we just, continue to talk and have fun and hang out and all this stuff, it would change their mind or something like that. So I'm just saying, when you don't have the choice to accept the person and what they're bringing to the table, don't take the opportunity from me. So in that case, when things like that happen, I don't know if I should forget. I forgive, but I don't know. I just felt like I wanted it to last as long as I wanted to. But when I think about the longer I keep holding on to not forgiving him, the more I'm holding up my blessings. And it's another step to moving forward and healing. So we have to forgive them. No matter how bad it was, we got to forgive them. Not for them, but for ourselves. And so I forgive him. But I ain't going to ever forget. Because I was taken through hell. Mentally. That junk was crazy for me. I was laid up in the hospital bed behind a man. And not no regular old man. A toxic, narcissistic man. But I don't know that that's what's going on. Just thinking I'm going crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? When he stepped to me, he did not bring narcissistic anything to me that I was aware of. I just thought that this guy hunted me down. Everywhere I looked, he was there. Every opportunity he had, he said something to me to let me know that he want me. And he gonna do whatever it take to get me. So, him putting in that effort, I was like, dang, I ain't never had nobody, want me that doggone bad. And so I thought it was something. I did. I fell and didn't know I was falling into the wrong hands. And it's so easy to do because they know how to dress it up. They know how to woo you. Woo your socks right off your feet. Woo you so good that it can only take a day and they'll have you living with them. They move so quick. They good at what they do. I'm telling you, it's... And now I'm seeing that it is like a thing now. Because, I didn't know it was a thing. This narcissistic thing is real, y'all. It's a thing. It is a trend. I'm going to say it's a trend. It got to be. Because, baby, I don't know. Narc's got a committee or something that say, hey, baby, it's time for us. We got our season. Our season is here. It's time for us to get out here and play. Take as many women or men down that we can take out right now. Because we running stuff right now. This is crazy. And it's sickening. People falling sick behind this junk. People losing their minds. You walking around not knowing what's wrong with you. You thinking you are in a world of your own. And you don't think anybody else will understand what it is that you're going through, what you're feeling, the mental state that you're in, that you feel like nobody would ever understand. And that's why I didn't really tell nobody what I was really, really feeling inside. Inside, I felt like I was about to be taken out of this world. Because I can't breathe. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I can't think about nothing but this narc. But it's the trauma bond. And so when I'm thinking about forgiving him and I think about that stuff, I'm telling you, it's hard, But then I think about the good side of it, and then it's like, go on and forgive him. But I have been struggling with this thing, y'all. I really have. And I'm telling you, I thought about it maybe once or twice. But when I seen that video today and it said that, it struck a nerve for me because I am really battling with forgiving this man. I really am, because at the end of the day, I'm taking my accountability. I am. But the fact that you came for me, I didn't come for you. That's what be pissing me off, is that you came for me. You sent for me. And everywhere you could be that I was there, you were showing your face. You were coming to my job. You was stopping by my house. You was making sure that I seen you and you stayed in my eyesight. I didn't come bothering you. I didn't. So it be pissing me off when I'm like, you could have just left me alone. You shouldn't even said nothing to me, point blank, period, if you was coming to play games, because you stepped to me at a time where I was vulnerable. Well, I mean, even before then. Now, after I went through with the crackhead, yes, I told him that if me and him broke up, I would give him a chance. So I did notify him that I was single again. And so, you know, if you want to call that sending for him in that way, yeah, I sent for him. But how else I was going to let the man know I was single and back on the market or whatever. So, you know, so I just sent a little message to let him know that I'm back on the market and I'm free or whatever, ready to mingle. But I ain't asked for all the games because, you know, he set it up nice. He came by and gave me a preview of what I would be winning if I chose him over the crackhead. And so, because I wasn't playing a stupid game, I didn't think I was going to win a stupid prize, but I won a stupid prize. But a life-changing, it's so, y'all see where I'm coming from with this? So, narcs have a job. They got a couple of them that I can think of, you know what I'm saying, in a positive light. Yeah, they come into our lives and they start all this hell and chaos and they turn your world upside down. But it's something in us that we got to be working on, that we've already been working on, but we just ain't getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been going through the same test over and over and over and over again. And you might have tried different ways to go through this test and pass it, but it just didn't work for you. And so the narc slid into your life to help you get that change and help you pass that test that you've been taking forever and a day to pass. They come in and they finally help you pass that test. He helped me pass that test. He did. I don't like the way he did it, but he did it. You know what I'm saying? He did his job. He did his job, and I'm thankful because now I have a different set of eyes that I didn't have before. I was seeing, but I didn't understand what I was seeing. But now I understand with the eyesight that I have now. And so when I see this type of stuff happening again in front of me in my life, baby, I'm going to know how to slide left and let them be on their way and let them do what they going to do. Because you ain't finna run me up and down the road like that. You ain't finna run me raggedy. We ain't finna do that. Nah. Baby, when I see the red flags, I ain't gonna stand there and think about it for a second. I ain't finna sit here and tell myself, oh, I could work with him. I could just, if I love him, he'll change. She ain't finna do none of that, baby. How you come to me, that's how you is. I'ma leave it just at that. If you grown and you ain't went and got yourself fixed and then sat down and healed and tried to get past your childhood trauma or whatever is ailing you when you step into my life, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it, because then it's going to set me back. So I don't want to deal with nothing that's going to set me back. So now when I see the narc in somebody else, because it's the same spirit you've been dealing with all this time, just with a different face. You got a different body, but it's still the same spirit. You ain't passed that test yet. So if that spirit keeps showing up, that's because you ain't passed that test yet. You got to do something different to get a different result. And that's how I actually started my journey of trying to, figure out, because I'm telling you, I was losing my mind. At least I thought. And I was really out of here, because I'm like, boy, listen, I'm too far gone. And I was okay with it, because all I wanted was him. Couldn't see myself with nobody else but him. And that's crazy, because even though he was giving me some good times, he was also giving me a lot of bad times too. But I was letting the good outweigh the bad. But gotta be careful with that too, because narcs know how to turn things off and on. They know how to wake up and just be different every day. And that's where I was getting fooled at, because I'm telling you, some days he'll wake up and he loves me to death. Next day he wake up, he looking at me like, I wish you wouldn't have made it through the night. And I'm telling you, it was the look he gave me when I would wake up and say good morning to him. He would look at me like, I'm so disappointed you woke up this morning. That's the look that he would give me. And I'm telling you, that thing hurt me to my core every time I seen that face, because he didn't have to say it. That's what I felt from it. And that don't feel good at all. You do everything for this person. Y'all eat, sleep, and when he's sick, you take care of him. When he needs you, you there for him. But he looking at you like he can't stand the fact that you woke up this morning. Nah, that ain't good. It ain't good at all. But I learned how to sweep things under the rug, throw things behind me, and just keep it moving. Not saying things when I needed to say things. I'm not there no more. So he came into my life to help me pass those tests that I kept failing over and over and over again before he came into my life. Because I was the same way with him that I was with everybody else that I've ever dated. And I ain't had nails stick yet. So obviously I need to work on me and figure out what it is that I wanted and make myself a priority, because I was all about pleasing everybody else and wasn't too strict on pleasing me. People would ask me what I want, but I don't want to be no burden. I don't want to put too much pressure on nobody. So therefore, I would just be like, I don't want that. I don't need a whole lot. But then I'm lying to myself, because yes, I do. I don't need nobody that's going to, kiss on me all the time and, tell me they love me, or, check on me and see if I need something to eat. No, I'm good. I just want you to be my man. I was okay with that. Not no more. Because deep down inside, I really wanted all of those things. Everything that I shut down because I didn't want to seem like I was too needy. I don't want to seem like I was just too clingy and, oh, I just want this and I want that. It's what I want. Somebody want to give me that, but I don't want to apply no pressure, because I don't want nobody to run away. But yet I'm over here being over the top for somebody else, and then when somebody want to be over the top for me, I don't feel like I'm worth it. You know what I'm saying? So I forgive him, and the most important person I forgive is myself. I forgave myself for allowing him to come in and do the things that he did, because I could have, when I experienced them, I could have put a stop to those things, but he only kept doing them because I kept allowing him to do them. And so then when I finally wanted to put my foot down to make him stop doing those things that he's been doing all this time, now he looking at me crazy like, well, what you want to change for now? You done went all these years letting me do this to you. Now why you want me to change? And you sitting there like, cause I done changed, sir. I'm not her no more. So now I need you to, pipe down on what you're doing. But it don't work like that with a narc. No. You need to work on you. They don't need to work on them. Ain't nothing wrong with them. They ain't did nothing wrong. They ain't did nothing to you. You crazy. It's not what you thought. You just making up stuff. Them all the retarded, stupid things that they tell you will make you feel. Like you don't know what you felt. You don't know what you saw. You don't know what you heard. Them the stupid games. Ain't nobody got time for that no more. So forgiving him, I forgive him. But I ain't even gonna forget. But he will always be that one story that got me on track with myself. Falling in love with me, knowing that I am worth being loved, being cared for the right way, and anything that I can do for somebody else over the top, I deserve those things too. And if somebody want to do it, don't brush it off and don't tell it no, because I don't want to feel like I'm doing too much if I accept the extra that somebody want to do for me. No, baby, you want to what? Oh, you want to get me a car? for me? Oh, you love me like that? Okay, daddy, go ahead and get that car. Oh, I get to choose what kind of car I want too. I say I ain't all that fancy, I just want me a old, what they call the Bonneville Cadillac, the big body, what Pope Pimp them was singing about. Cadillac. I want one of them, the long big body ones, so with some white interior in it, some nice little. We ain't even gotta have the rims. We can have the music in it. Put the music in it for me, because I'm more of a music girl now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying though. Like, if somebody did that to me and it's my man, now here I am. I would go get my man a car, but if he want to get me a car, I don't feel like I deserve the car. I ain't finna be like that no more. Because if I'm being extra with you, I should be able to accept the extra you want to do for me. Versus being like, nah, that costs too much, or no, I don't need it. Yeah, I do. Because I do it for you. Show it. Go ahead. Yep. You say you wanted that new tool set. I got you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, I didn't value myself as much as I'm valuing myself now. I didn't feel like I deserved all the good things that I was giving to other people. I didn't think I deserved that back. Now I'm like, baby, run me my money. Whatever that little stupid trend they doing, run me my money. That's where I'm at now. I want it. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it for $5,000. Give it to me. Yes. So I'm up here now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 100%, but baby, I'm not down here where I used to be with the level of love that I had for myself. The bar done raised, baby. I'm up here. Now once I get over my head, I don't know where we going from there. But baby, I'm right here now. I started out real low at the bottom. I started at the bottom and now I'm here. That's some progress there. That's some progress. Yeah. I'm there, baby. And I'm okay. I'm okay right there. But if he didn't give me that little extra nudge that he gave me and put me through all the things that he put me through, I don't know if I'd have been here. I probably would still been taking this test. And he'll still be here right now. Because I'm telling y'all, letting that man go. Baby, listen, you cutting off my lifeline when you say let him go. Listen, I heard the words let go. And I ain't wanna I ain't them was the words I didn't want to ever hear. Don't say let go. Cause I ain't doing it. But look at me. Free. Cause I let go. Cause I let go. Boy, when I say let go, the feeling that I used to get when I said let go, when I mixed it in with him, baby, I'm talking about a whole anxiety attack coming on, heart skipping the beat. I want to break out sweating. And listen, I was sitting in the car one day, riding, and he's sitting next to me in the car. And I had a quick vision of me and him not being together. And I'm telling you, in that vision, I got so sick. I had to snap out of it and look over at the side, the passenger side, to make sure that he was still there, because it felt so real in that vision that I had. And I'm just like, oh, man. Yeah, no, I can't be without him. No, I can't ever be without him. I don't want to feel like that. But look at me. I'm breathing. Heart ain't skipping the beat, baby. I'm good. I'm glowing. I'm okay. And I thought I couldn't do it. See the mental state that they'll have you in? You kind of put yourself there, but then again, they help you get there. With all the little tricks and stuff that make you think that, oh, I ain't gonna make it without him. I ain't gonna make it without him. Look at me. Making it without him. Because I let go. And I'm telling you, it feels good to say let go. Because I'm telling you, it wasn't time where I could say let go and put him in the same sentence. Baby, I had to quickly get out of that thought. But where he at? He gone. He here. Since January. And I had a quick vision for a second or so. And was about to be out of this world. So I'm telling you, forgive for yourself. It ain't for them. It ain't for them. It's for you. Forgive and move forward with your life. Don't try to be like me and be petty and was like, well, I'm gonna forgive them when I'm ready to forgive them, because you're only gonna hold up your blessings, and they're not worth all the blessings that God got for you. Them rods ain't worth holding up your blessings. Do you hear me? Go get everything that God got for you. And don't waste your time on sitting here not forgiving them for the things that they did to push you to the person you are. If it helped you become a better person, helped you fall in love with yourself, helped you get to a place that when now in your dating life, you're not just finna accept no any and everything what somebody throw your way. You're not finna accept nobody talking to you sideways. You're not finna allow nobody to play with your mental. You ain't finna do that. So hold on to what you got. Because there's somebody else out there better who's going to actually love us the way that they supposed to. And we ain't going to have to worry about all these games and all these different scripts that the narcs have to play with us just to keep us hanging on because they know they ain't no good. We don't have to do that. Somebody out there worth us the love that we have inside of us. And it's going to be okay. It's going to be safe for us to give our hearts, but not lose ourselves while giving our hearts, because you still have to love yourself at the end of the day. Because if you ain't loving yourself, how we gonna want somebody else to love us if we can't love ourselves and see our value and our worth? We gotta have all of that in order to give it to somebody else, because if we don't, we give them every single thing that we have in us, and then we don't have nothing for ourselves. We just walking around empty shells, just lost in the sauce. Like, oh no, I just love him. That's all we can say, cause we ain't got nothing else in us. We done gave it all to that person. I don't know, I just love him. That's how I felt with the narc. Like, I was lost about everything. I don't know, I just love him. I need him to come back in my life so I can stop feeling the way that I'm feeling. I want this sick feeling to go away. I just need him to come back. I'm past that. No, I just need me right now. And when I'm ready to move forward into something else serious, I'll do so. But you best believe I got them goggles on, baby. Them goggles got my eyes open. Baby, I see you. Oh, you red flag. Well, oh no, I see it from far away. Nope. He got narc on top of his forehead. No, we ain't going there. Now, don't even look at me. Put the invisible shades on. Yep. Because now you can see better. You can spot the game a mile away, all the way down the road. Like, oh, no, Look at the way he walk. He walk like a narc. You know what I'm saying? But nah, y'all just, that's my little toxic trait right there. That's how I be feeling sometimes. Like, be looking at people. Listen, it's it's bad. See, I'm still healing. I'm telling y'all. So, but all I'm saying though is that now you see things so differently. Now that your eyes have been open to all of the trauma that you've been through with the narc, you ain't gonna walk into relationships the same no more after you've experienced one. Because baby, when you get the right one to knock you on your butt and you feeling like you ain't gonna make it, it does something to you. And I might be wrong, maybe it does something different for everybody, but for me, my journey, it got me right on the right path that I need to be on, which is loving myself before I can love anybody else. Because the way I'm set up, I give it all to them. I give the man everything I got and leave myself with nothing. Not think about me in the long run, but I'm thinking all about them. And I can't move like that no more, because that don't leave me in a good place. So now I gotta love me, and I got love for you too. But I'm not gonna dump my love out of me to make you happy. I'm not. We gonna have to come to a common ground. And I gotta know that you willing to make me happy just as well as I'm willing to make you happy. And I'm not asking you to deplete yourself of your happiness to make me happy. If I am doing something to you that you don't like, bring it to my attention so that way I can see if I can work on that. Because if that's a whole nother outline right there. But that's where I'm getting at with it. It's like, I'm not gonna walk into these relationships like, here baby, you can have everything I have, don't worry about giving me anything, I am good over here, all I need is just you to be my man, that's all. No. My head's out the cloud and I'm seeing reality now, because just being in love with somebody ain't gonna take care of you. It's more to relationships. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm learning as I'm getting older. It's more to being married. It's more than just a daggone beautiful wedding, some singing, and a bunch of people sitting in the church watching y'all walk up and down the aisle or whatever and say your vows in front of all these people. It's more to that. It's not just about that. And maybe in my teenage years, in my, coming up in my fairy tale world, that's what I wanted for marriage. You know what I'm saying? You just thinking of the wedding. Now I'm thinking beyond the wedding. Marriage is difficult. Marriage is not easy. And I ain't never been married before, but I'm looking at other marriages and I'm seeing that if you can't get through as girlfriend or boyfriend, how you gonna get through being husband and wife? How you gonna get through something being husband and wife? You made a vow in front of God with this person. You can't just up and just leave when you want to. You can't just up and change your partner because you want to. You got to go through some steps. Just like you went through some steps to get to that marriage, you got to take some steps to get out that marriage. So now I'm seeing marriage in a different eye. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I wanted to be married and all this and stuff. And I still do want to be married. But I'm growing up focusing my mind on reality and not what I see on Facebook, not what I see on TV, because I wanted a fairy tale love. In reality, that's what I wanted, a fairy tale love, but it ain't like that. These Disney movies that have us jacked up, thinking that it's all beautiful, spinning around in a circle, holding each other, gazing in each other's eyes, getting lost in the sauce, and that's all it's about. No, it's more to it. In the real world, marriage is work, and it's constant work. You get better at time with the marriage. It's not perfect, and nobody is perfect, but you just have to. I had to sit back and just think about what it is that I was looking for when I was out here dating. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a bunch of the guys that I dated that I would have married, but if I had my way, I'd have married them. But God had his way, and God said no. I ain't finna let you marry him. So I'm thankful when I tell y'all God had his hands on me in all of these relationships that I've been in. Some could have took me out. I could have ended up with a husband from hell. All kind. If God gave me what I really asked for, baby, I'll be sitting here in big regret. I will. So I'm thankful he kept me covered. I'm thankful God didn't approve those things that I wanted. And he got something better lined up for me, because I would have went about those things so wrong. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, just in your time, forgive, heal, and move on. Because I'm telling you, on the other side, on that healing side, and once you start seeing those blessings roll in, let me tell you a story real quick. Okay. So with me getting the bus driving job, that was something the Narc told me I couldn't do. In my mind, I believed him. And the reason I believed him is because I was tired all the time, for one. I was working at the hotel, for second. When was I going to study? Because I was working overnight. So I'm sitting here like, you know what I'm saying? Because the bus job had been mentioned to me 2 times before I had actually went and signed up for the job. So first time it was brought to my attention, I'm like, it wasn't even the bus job. It was just working for the school, the Board of Education, period. Would have been a good fit for me, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I don't know about all that, this, that, and the third. But at the same time, I needed more money because I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck, but I didn't see a way out of it. I've been okay with living paycheck to paycheck, which is another part of me not valuing myself, not loving myself, not seeing that I deserve better. So the job had been mentioned to me or whatever. I turned it down. Like, I don't know about the school system thing. I don't know if I want to get involved with all that or whatever. This, that, and the third. And then it was brought to me again about a bus position. And I was like, I don't know about driving no bus. I got to get CDLs. I got to take a test. I got to do this. And I'm not good with tests. So when it comes to tests, I'm like, she ain't finna do all that, because I ain't test good in school. So I ain't finna sit here and go through all that mess and I'm going to fail or whatever. So the Narc was around when the bus job had got spoken to me or whatever. And while we were standing there talking to the person, he didn't down me then, but after the person left, he did. He was like, I don't even know why you even considering driving the bus, because you can't drive no bus. That's too big. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I was like, because, so I'm sitting here helping him down me, but I'm not thinking about it like that. I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense, because, but I could drive. Anything you put me behind, I could drive. First thing I learned how to drive was a stick. That I ain't fluent with it, but I think it'll come back to me if I get behind the wheel and I gotta drive a stick. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't know about all that, this, that, and the third, and then the kids on top of that. Just down to myself in any way that I could think of, because he's sitting here saying something about it. So me and the Narc was traveling or whatever, and I'm saying, I had actually started thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what, I do need more money, and then I want a house, and then I want this and I want that, and I was like, and I ain't gonna get that working for this hotel. I need to get some more money or whatever, so I need a better income. And so he was just like, well, I know how to drive 18 wheelers, this, that, and the third. And the way he was talking sounded like he really can. He know what he's talking about. He can drive an 18 wheeler or whatever, this, that, and the third. And he was like, yeah, I should get my CDLs or whatever. So now he want to be what I want to be, because somebody mentioned it to me. So now all of a sudden, you know how to drive an 18 wheeler and all this good stuff. So he was like, but yeah, I don't think you should get no bus driving job, because you don't know how to drive nothing big like that, because you already don't pay attention and listen when you driving your own car. So I know you ain't gonna be able to drive no bus and study for no tests and all that good stuff. And so when me and him split up, the job was presented to me again. This time my brother called me and was like, you need to go down there and fill out an application for the bus job. They pay good, and I think you'll be a great bus driver, this, that, and the third. You're good with kids. So I'm just like, I don't know. I was making up all these excuses on why I don't need to go down there, because the Narc done doubted me, and I done started doubting myself too. And so got back to work and got that check, and that check was so small. I'm like, I can't do nothing with this. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to just see what all I got to do, and I'm going to see how it goes. So I go and I apply for the bus driver position or whatever. And as I'm doing it, I hear the Narc in my head. It's like, you can't drive no bus. That bus too big. You already don't listen and follow directions, this, that, and the third with your own car. So all that stuff playing in my head and whatever. And so I'm just like, you know what? I got to turn this doubt off and turn on my positive thinking, because when he's away, I can think better. When he's with me, I cannot think. They have your head and everything all fogged up, and you can't keep up with this lie that they done told you and this thing you done saw them doing. You just can't keep up with stuff. And so you're overly tired when you're dealing with a Narc, and your mind is all jumbled and stuff. So I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, when am I gonna find the time to study for this test or whatever? So I got the book. The first thing I did was got the book and study, because my sister ended up go ahead and she started studying for her test first or whatever. So after I seen her, then I jumped on or whatever. And so I went and got me a book and started studying and everything. And once I got comfortable with the studying and everything, I was like, I don't know, should I go and do this test? I mean, I was studying at my other job and everything overnights while I'm working. I was just studying. So long story short, because time is getting up, long story short, with the Narc not in my life at the time, I was able to get my CDLs, and now here I am, a bus driver. Finna be 2 years. A year or two. I think it's finna be a year or two. No, it's already been a year. So May will be 2 years. Yeah, finna be 2 years that I've been driving the bus. If I'm wrong, for the ones who know me, let me know, because it seemed like it's about to be 2 years. Because last year I hit a year. So this year, May, it'll be another year. Yeah, 2 years. Finna be 2 years. I've been driving a school bus, and it's working for me. It's like I've been driving buses all my life. But I know that if you put me behind anything, baby, I could drive it. I'm going to drive. You know what I'm saying? And so whatever the Narc has been doubting you of and telling you you can't do, baby, go and do that very thing that you know that you're capable of doing. But because they got into your ear, you decided to doubt yourself with them. Go on and do that and see see just how good it is for you. This was for me. And the narc was trying to keep me from it. So, forgive them for your sake. And don't miss out on your blessings. Have a great day. And go and get whatever it is they doubting you, baby. Because they know that you can do it. And that's the reason they doubting you. I love you. Grow something. Continue to heal and fall in love with yourself. Y'all have a wonderful day. I love y'all.